Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thought I'd bring you along today, show you my newly refurbished Graybar fan from 1931. You can check out my other videos. I did a video on a Westinghouse that I restored from the 20s, and another 1930s GE that didn't turn out too good. But here's a quick look at this Graybar. Essentially, the way I understand it, GE made these for Graybar. So it's essentially just a GE fan. But I did I'll call it a refurbish on it. I did not do a full restore. Essentially, I just basically tore everything down, cleaned everything, cleaned up the contacts, put a new cord on, new old school look cord. Again, just cleaned everything up. I did not strip and paint like I did with my Westinghouse. Again, you can check out that video on the channel there. The paint on this seemed to be pretty much intact for the most part, as you can see. So I decided to just go ahead and clean it up, and I'll call it, like I said, refurbish as opposed to a restoration. So we'll take a look at that. Again, this from what I found, looking at the tag and the info on the tag, that AL1 seems to be a 1931 model. It is an oscillating fan, 3-speed. So I'll get it plugged in here in a minute and I'll show you guys it running. But back to the refurbishment. I cleaned up all the electrical contacts and that, and actually on the inside, I can't show you now, but I put ends on all the wire instead of just wrapping them around or whatever. They actually have legitimate ends. Everything's been heat shrunk inside where there might be any kind of contact or anything like that. So that's where we're at. I did put new felt on the bottom, so you can see that. That's new. That was all chewed up. But yeah, so there we are. Anyhow, the paint, I forgot, I was going to say, after cleaning it up and reassembling and everything, I actually did just take a light coat of oil and kind of rub it down with oil, and then take like a dry napkin or paper towels and then wiped over it to just kind of rub that in. And there's no real film to it or anything like that. But it did bring kind of out a little bit of a shine to it, but it still has that kind of vintage look. The patina from, its age. So, yeah. All right, let me get this plugged in, and I'm going to use this up above my fireplace mantle, above my wood stove, help circulate some air. That was the intent on this one. That was partially why I didn't do an entire restoration. But again, I thought it looked pretty cool this way. So let me get you guys plugged in there, and we'll get it running, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, got it all back up on the mantle there. This is where it's going to stay. I'm going to use it right here. Again, that's up above my wood stove there. You can see. This is an old barn beam here while I got you up here. Made into a mantle. This beam coincidentally came out of a barn in Ohio here, from 1830. So that's about 100 years older than the fan here. But all right, let me get this turned on for you guys. You can take a look at it. Start you out on low there. Medium for you. This thing moves some air. Love how this stuff is built back then. And we'll go up to high. It's a little bit noisier than my Westinghouse is. I don't know if it's... I don't think it was supposed to be that way. There's probably a little wear on the bearings, I'm assuming. But, got new wicks in it. Oil wicks. You know, to go up to the shaft to keep that lubricated and everything. It turns freely. I don't feel any play in it. But, a little bit of noise from that motor. Not terrible, but just have to go closer here. Has that classic bell down there for the oscillator that GE seems to like. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed taking a look at that. Again, check out my video on the 1920s Westinghouse. You can find that on the channel here. And the GE fan that I worked on that didn't turn out too great. Check them out. Alright, thanks for watching guys. See you in the next video.